Toxic masculinity isn't just a phrase. It's a silent force shaping the lives of countless men, and its ripple effects are being felt all across society.
It's the expectation that men must fit a rigid mould.
Dominant,
aggressive,
emotionally detached.
From a young age, boys are taught that to cry is weakness.
To be vulnerable is shameful.
and to express their emotions other than anger is to lose their masculinity.
But at what cost?
The cost is steep. Men who often struggle with their mental health are too afraid to reach out for fear they'll be seen as weak.
Many suffer in isolation, turning to destructive behaviours like substance abuse, violence, or even suicide.
When we tell men that showing care, tenderness or fear makes them less of a man, we strip away their humanity.
But this isn't just about men. Toxic masculinity feeds a cycle of inequality and reinforces a world where women's views are dismissed and their bodies are objectified.
It's the reason many men view women as competitors and objects rather than equals and allies.
In the workplace, it fuels hyper-competition, leaving stressed individuals and broken teams.
In fatherhood, it creates a generation of boys and girls raised by emotionally distant men who think that love can only be shown through stoic strength or rigid control.
Imagine the sons who grew up thinking their fathers don't care, or the daughters who learn that love means distance, not affection.
In our communities, this toxic culture influences how boys are raised and how men are expected to act.
For instance, it's reflected in men's reluctance to seek mental health support, whether it's for stress, anxiety or depression.
In the UK, suicide remains the leading cause of death in men under 50.
When we teach men that vulnerability is a weakness, we create this cycle of silence and suffering.
But let's be clear, toxic masculinity isn't manhood. Real strength comes from vulnerability.
Real courage comes from embracing the full range of human emotions. Men don't need to hide their pain to be strong, and they don't need to reject kindness and compassion to be men.
If we're going to build a better society, a society where men and women are treated equally, then we must break free of these chains.
We need to teach boys that it's okay to cry and it's okay to ask for help.
We need to empower men to step into their full selves, beyond the confines of outdated norms.
The time has come to redefine masculinity, not as something to be hardened, but something to be embraced.
To build a world where men are free to express love, empathy and connection without fear of judgment.
A world where being a man means being fully, unapologetically human.
Because when we liberate men from the toxicity of these roles, we liberate everyone.